Alright, what's up everyone? Today I'm going to teach everybody how to use Dash. So Dash is a Shopify site, meaning that you can only purchase products off stores that run from Shopify. So here's all the sites that Dash offers right here. Some of the most important ones are Easy Supply, Dover Street, eFlash right here, Kith. Just a bunch of stores that you need to cop the most limited sneakers. So Dash basically has two main modes. Those modes are standard mode and advanced mode. And standard mode is whenever you're not using advanced mode, basically. So I'm going to teach you guys how to use those two modes. I'm going to teach you how to make a profile, how to save your tasks, the right settings, and how to get one-click captchas. So let's just do a standard mode, standard setup with Kith here. So we'll select Kith. For monitor mode, you can use either keywords or a URL. Keywords and URL are usually what you're going to use because variant isn't that useful, to be honest. And usually you're just going to be using keywords because URL you'll have to have the early link, which usually isn't available. So we'll just use keywords for now. We'll go ahead and open up Kith. So we'll go over to sneakers here. Let's go ahead and select these Nike Air Zooms right here. Okay, so for the keywords, the standard meta is to add a plus before each word. So we'll do Nike, comma, plus, Air, comma, plus, Zoom, comma, plus, and then the color. So we'll just do black. So what you put in here doesn't have to be the exact title, because you might not know the exact title before the drop, so it just has to be in the title. So we'll give you guys recommended keywords in each release guide. Dash's Discord also does this, so just pay attention to that for advice on what to put in there. So and then for secondary product, we're just going to leave that blank because we're not using advanced mode. Checkout proxy is only if you want to use a specific proxy for this task. And personally, I don't recommend that just because if that proxy ends up being bad, then the whole task is going to be messed up. So don't just leave that blank. For size, looks like size 7 is in stock, so we'll do size 7. Quantity is the amount of the shoe that you want in one cart, so we're just going to keep that 1. Profile, we're going to select test profile. And then tasks, we just want one task. So also for the account up here, Kith doesn't require you to log in to check out, so you don't have to log in. That's only used for like sites like Undefeated where you have to log in to check out. So we can just leave that blank. And then for new product, I wouldn't recommend you use this because I've seen it it messes up your task sometimes, so just leave that blank. And then for captcha, we'll go ahead and select that because even if you don't select it, captchas will still pop up, so you might as well select it just to make sure the task doesn't get messed up or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and add the task and run it. So we'll do start all. As you can see, it's right off the bat, and then it says waiting for captcha. So if we open up the captcha window and solve this captcha, then it should check out. So hold on, we gotta wait. Okay, so it looks like it wants me to do a couple more here, which is probably because I'm not logged into Google, which I'll explain a little bit more in a bit here. So it says processing and then payment declined because we were using a false credit card. So that's basically how that works. It's really simple. You just set up a standard task and yeah. So now I'll show you guys how to use an advanced mode task. So we'll go ahead and select advanced mode. And then the only thing you're going to change is you're going to put a URL secondary product URL in here. So it can be any product that's in stock on that website. So we'll just go to accessories, for example. We'll get these gloves. We'll go ahead and copy that URL, paste it in here, and then same setup. We'll just add the task, and we we will start that task. So it's doing an advanced setup right now. And then it says billing used because we already did the same product up there. But the same thing would happen. The only difference is that it bypasses the Shopify queue if there is one. So it takes a little bit longer, but it's really useful if there's a long queue and you can easily bypass it, especially for websites like Kith. So yeah, guys, that's the basic setup for standard and advanced mode. Guys, so if you want to save a task, I just made 4 of the advanced mode tasks that we just did here. If you want to save these, for example, you would just click Save Tasks, give it any name here, so just like test, and then that's going to show up right here on your desktop. And then you're just gonna, we can just remove all here, and then you can do load tasks, and then just open, and they'll all be here. So that's really useful, especially for drops where the same shoes dropping on the same website on the same day. You can load up one store on at the certain time of the release, start it, remove it, load up the next store, without having to start like all the tasks when you don't really need to. So we'll go ahead and remove those. And then for profiles, this is really simple. You just fill this out, and you can enter a profile name for each layout. I recommend you guys always keep this checked right here. Use name as delivery information, or use same as delivery information, because most sites require that these two are the same. So you might as well just keep that selected. And then one use only is for if you want to create like 5 tasks, but you only want to check out on one of them. You would use this. If you don't want to do that, then you just unselect that, and you can check out on all 5 tasks, for example. So once you save that task, you can just load it, for example. So we'll just load up this one, and you can like make edits, stuff like that. So, and then just save it again. So that's really useful and simple to use. And then looking at the settings here, if you guys have proxies in this list here, I would recommend you put them on these 2 delays to 2500. But if you don't have proxies, put them to 5500, because if not, you'll end up getting your IP banned. So I recommend you guys do use proxies, because you only be able to have about 1 to 2 tasks running without proxies per site. So it's definitely recommended that you guys use proxies to do that. So the way you list your proxies is you just put the IP port, username, and password. If you're using user pass proxies, you can use IP authenticated proxies, which in that case you would just do IP port, and then you just list them like that. So you just list your proxies down like this, click save, and then yeah, that's how you put your proxies in there. And then if you want to test them, you can just put them in here and then do test proxies, and then they'll show up here. It will give you the IP. It will give you the list, yeah, right here. So it's giving me the IP, and then it's saying the status, so they're all bad because they're not actual proxies. And then it will tell you the speed that they're going at. So that's really useful, something that most bots don't have, and that's really nice to have to make sure that you're using the best proxies possible. So that's pretty much the basic setup for Dash. To get one-click captchas, you're going to open up YouTube 10 minutes before each release. You're just going to sign in, and then once you sign in, you click on a YouTube video. Just watch the YouTube video until the release happens, through the release. And then you should be getting, if you're using a Google account that's on good standards, good standings, then you'll get one-click captchas here. So that will really speed up the process and allow you to cop more pairs or pieces of clothing. So that's really simple. Dash is really easy to use. We're going to be posting release guides in the Discord, and we'll be happy to help with any questions you guys have about Dash.